I'ma walk on stage, my ass on red, yeah, fuck what she say. I've been on the E-way. Come on the G-way.
I don't know how we're gonna do these in the near future, but you know, we gonna do our due diligence, you feel me? Like, my goodness, oh my goodness. Today was some very weird stuff that happened. I just want to talk about it because this could have just been a text message, if I'm being quite honest. What happened, you ask? Well, very simple, very weird, I would say so myself. And let me just start by how I actually got this news, because I wasn't even the first person to hear about it. At least in like my vicinity of people that I was with last night, which is just one person, my shouty. And basically what happened is one of our favorite streamers, I'm sorry, not streamer, YouTubers. His name is CoryXKenshin, or CoryKenshin, whatever you want to call him. And CoryKenshin had an issue. You see how I didn't say problem? CoryKenshin had an issue. He has this girl that decided to say that he did some weird stuff to her. And then after a little while, she backtracked and said he didn't do that stuff, but he owes her an apology. Now, this is very weird, okay? I know it sounds very weird, you listening to this in your car, or you know, doing your due diligence at work and stuff. But if you're not watching the video, then you're probably not going to see some of this stuff. But I'll try to like read some stuff that happens, okay? Let's see. First of all, CoryXKenshin. Let me just go on Twitter, okay? You see. I'm trying to see like actually where the first video is. Hold on. On the Plus channel, this is going to be all over the place, okay? All right, let's see. So basically, CoryXKenshin was dating a chick about 5-8 years ago, I guess. We don't really know the timeline because she's not being very clear on what she's saying about this situation, because she posted a video that said basically he was doing some weird stuff to her while she was asleep. And he did say he did it, but in the context, and that's what we're missing here, the context of things is that they were dating. And sometimes you say some weird stuff when you're dating. Let's just be honest, okay? You're a little perverted. That's just real life if you're an adult in this dating world. And so he said some perverted things to her in the video, of course, and she posted that online. And without the context, it made it seem that CoryKenshin actually raped her. That's what YouTube and everybody else wants us to say, raped her, which is also known as SA. I'll just put the words down there so you can understand what I'm saying. I'll bleep it out though, so that way, we can keep it PG-13. But basically, she was saying that he did something to her. And then a few hours later, she decided to say that nothing happened. Very weird, isn't it? Very weird. Let's see. What's her name? PandaNinjaxx Official. Let's see. Now, she probably is a, one of those girls. She's kind of frisky in this photo up here, but, we're not going to judge. Let's play the video.
I'm still on.
Now, for the viewers at home who are just listening to this, the video starts with the caption saying, "You didn't know this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. He just wanted to see how long excuse me, my dyslexia. He just wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you." See, actually, my dyslexia came here to, keep your attention. So I'm glad it did. Welcome back. All right. The full story is already written in 3 parts on my page. It's here for anyone who wants to understand. Please read it until the end. All right, so let's play the audio or the video if you're actually watching this. Also subscribe, by the way. YouTube tells me I have to say that, so I'm going to say it.
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep?
Hmm?
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do.
Well,
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Cory?
Don't worry about it.
Corey?
Good.
Corey, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this camera out of my face. I didn't do anything.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of
Dragon Ball Z, where you going with this?
Now, after reviewing the video again for probably like the third time, 'cause my girlfriend told me about this, so I only watched it like once, and then we had a discussion about it. But I didn't get to like do a deep dive in because I wanted to save a little bit for right now. So after doing a deep dive in, if you look at the video, during this time, which is 5 to 8 years ago, CoryXKenshin had around, I don't know, probably up to 1 million followers. Let's see. XKenshin. Hold on, we gonna restart saying what we gonna say when we get to where we need to go. 16 years ago, bro's been doing YouTube for 16 years. I should have saved my money up for like an Elgato, you feel me? Let me see. I wish there was a way that we can actually see his like follower account and stuff. Or I could just ask Perplexity. Yeah, let's ask Perplexity. Yo, what's going on, Asuka? Appreciate you pulling up and liking. Let me see. How many subscribers did CoryXKenshin have? Let's do like 7 years ago. Lucky number 7, you know? Let's see. Most viewers can recall a range of 300,000. By 2018, he was preaching up over the 2 million mark. Okay, so he had 300,000 to 2 million subscribers at that time. Gotcha. So CoryXKenshin. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I did not mean to like sniffing y'all ear. You said you've been playing comp on Rivals? Tight. Yeah, I just got off Rivals. I had to get my reps in for the day. All right, so let's see. Where was I at? Oh, yeah. The CoryXKenshin. Basically, he had around like 1 million, 1.5 million subscribers at this time that this video came out, which is a very large number if you really think about it. I mean, what if 1.5 of y'all saw me on video saying something like this at this time? That'd be pretty crazy, right? Now, I'm not calling him crazy for this because if we are actually using our brains, you know, the things that are inside of our heads, then you would understand that he said this shit as a joke because he's clearly seeing her taking a video of him. And with the reputation that, with the reputation that he has at that time, why would he say something like that on camera and it'd be true? It just doesn't make sense to me. And this is just me using like my lawyer brain at this time, you know? Sometimes I have a lawyer brain. I like to do a little research. I like to analyze things. Some people call it ADHD. Me, I just call it hyperfocus abilities. Like that dude, Tech Jacket from The Boys. But, you know, not as freaky. That guy, oof. If you've seen The Boys, yeah, you'd understand. The dude's crazy. Crazy like this chick right here, though. After 5 to 8 years since this video happened, now you're saying something. It just doesn't make any sense to me personally. Now, I didn't read all these because let me turn off the music. I didn't read all of this because I just didn't have time to this morning. You know, I woke up and had to get dressed, you know, kiss my girlfriend on the forehead, dip on out of here and get to the job. But let's see. Oh, I wish that play button wasn't in front of me. It's okay. Let's see. This is the first one, okay? I didn't want you to do fuck. I didn't want to do this, but I don't owe you my silence anymore. There's no clean way to start. Just that familiar weight in my chest while the world kept applauding someone who never showed up for me. I was never part of your world publicly. You made sure I stayed close, just far enough to be invisible. Your followers eat up the whole man of faith image you push. But faith without basic decency isn't faith. It's branding. Very, very Poetic words, low key. Like I gotta give her some points on that one. That was pretty poetic. As like a revenge note. Let's continue. You talk about devotion, but act like hurting people in private doesn't count. That's not devotion. That's hypocrisy. You fooled a lot of people, but not me. When I met you, I was at one of my lowest points in my life. I was still healing, still trying to remember how to love myself after going so long without it. That rose I sit by my bed. How many of y'all got roses out there? Shout out to the rose. Sorry, this is serious. I just cracked myself up for a second. Okay. I had all this love and nowhere to put it. And for a moment, your attention made me feel seen. Sorry, the rose joke is still hitting me a little bit. Oh shit. Oh my god, bro. Okay. But like, does she have a rose? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're asking important questions here. She probably do. Okay, never mind. Like maybe I wasn't invisible anymore. She was like Sue Storm. Even writing this now has me crying so hard I can barely breathe. Serious face. The pain still lives in my body, like it just happened yesterday. I'm not writing this because I still care. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be like very serious reading this, but it's so hard to not be serious. To be serious, okay? I'm trying. Okay. All right, I need to get it together. I'm gonna let the laugh out real quick. It is. All right. It's like, why would she put crying so hard? And I'm like, almost in tears. It's just. I'm not writing this because I still care. I'm writing this because I've cared too much in silence. And then there's a blank screen. You ghosted me, not because you were confused, but to teach me a lesson. You made me feel like I had to shrink just to earn a reply. Every move was calculated. Even if I couldn't see back then. Anytime I tried to speak up, you twisted it into something wrong with me. And while I sat alone, replaying every word, breaking myself apart just trying to make sense of it, they were out there calling you a positive role model. They'll never know how many nights I cried quietly into my pillow, trying to convince myself it wasn't that bad, just so I wouldn't have to admit how deeply it broke me. And see, at this point, when it comes to TikTok, you know, what's it called? Attention span. That's where people just check out and say, you know what? He raped her. This is probably like 15, slide 15 out of 35. There's no way you're going to sit here and just read 15 pages and just come to that conclusion. But let's continue. You never showed up when it mattered. You only came around when it was convenient. And when you wanted something, it was easy. But when I needed care, support, the bare fucking minimum, you vanished. That was your punishment. Silence, distance, disappearing like affection was something I had to earn. Like loving you too loudly meant I needed to be put in my place. You treated my body, my heart, my time like they were things you could shelve and retrieve whenever they suited you. Sorry, it suited you, but you know, it's okay. Like I only existed when you wanted to. Fuck. Like I only existed when you needed to feel wanted. You made sure your absence cut deeper than deeper than your presence ever comforted. And that's not really a good sentence, low key. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the reason why my brain kind of like rewired for a second. Like I had to jump start it and put like 2 different wires in it. Never mind. The worst part, that kind of damage takes effort. So congratulations. And then came the subtle jabs. You once asked if I wanted to know how much you made. I said no, because I didn't care. I've never depended on anyone. I've worked hard my whole life and made my own money. Where did the jab come from? He just asked you if you wanted to know how much he made. I'm not seeing the issue so far, but then again, we're not all the way through it, so let's continue. But still, you made me feel small for the job I had, like I was a disappointment just for not living up to your standards. I never asked for your money, your platform, your help, any of it. We've never seen you though. Like, this is the first time we heard about you. You exposed yourself. He didn't want anybody on the platform. And the reason why he didn't want anybody on the platform, and this is just speaking like, logically, because we have to use logic here. The reason he didn't want anybody to be put on the platform is because for his brand, he wants to keep it him. That's his baby. You feel me? And it would make it so that a lot of you guys won't be so parasocial. Fuck. I was trying to do it in like one take, but apparently that's just not going to work today. But he was trying to make sure you guys weren't going to be so fucking parasocial like you guys are now. He saw the future. He understood what was going to happen. And now look at you. You're talking nonsense. This is crazy. This is crazy. I didn't want what you had. I just wanted to be treated like I mattered. Like a human fucking being. Why did she decide to censor it on this part? She didn't censor it the other part. That's weird. Okay. But even that felt like too much for you. It probably bothered you that I wasn't impressed. That I didn't melt for your image, your ego, your self-importance. That I saw right through you and still gave you the chance to be real. But that version of you, the one who could actually care, he never fucking existed. And then came your one grand fucking gesture. Your penis. I'm kidding. Flowers, candy, a teddy bear, and a card. The first thing you ever bothered to give me. The last thing that felt remotely real. The card said, Nami, the way I feel about you is real. You're so wonderful, so gentle and kind. Not to mention sexy. Winky face. I miss you and hope this puts a big old smile on that pretty face. See. ... If you're a CoryXKenshin fan, I want you to just imagine like him saying that. Like rewind this for a second and then imagine like you saying it. This is gonna go crazy. Oh my god. That's exactly how he would say it though. Like okay. I felt like maybe, finally, something was different. For a split second, I let it crack my armor. Excuse me, I'm gonna restart that. For a split second, I let it crack my armor. I let myself believe you. When you called that night and poured out a heart to heart, said, I made a lot of mistakes, but you were never one of them, I fucking cried. Because even after everything, I still want to believe you're capable of being good to me. And then the next day, someone told me they saw you in California with another girl. I already knew where you were going. You told me that part. But you never said who you were going with, so I assumed it was your family. That's how it always is with you. I never really knew what you were doing, just whatever pieces you decided to share. All I did was ask, calmly, the way anyone seeing someone would. I'm not the type to pry or get jealous over nothing, but when details don't add up, I pay attention. But you snapped at me, You said it was your sister. Got defensive. I wasn't accusing you of shit. I just wanted the truth. But your reaction said everything, even if it really was your sister. Now we have to dial back because we're missing some information here, okay? Why did he crash out? Because you asked him? Or were you sitting there doing something like stalking him? I mean, because he already ghosted you. And yes, he did a little bit of love bombing, which is a big no-no to do with somebody you're not really trying to be with. Corey, you do lose a little point right there. I will be honest with you, brother. But he let you know how it was. You feel me? He pulled a future on you without giving you a baby. So it's like, who cares at this point? You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. That was just my little, 2 cents. Let's continue. The guilt always slipped out before you could cover it. You always gave yourself away, and then you ghosted again. Do you know what kind of pattern do you know what kind of, oh, god damn. Do you know what that kind of pattern does to someone? It rewires your nervous system. It teaches you not to trust softness, not to believe kindness. It makes you think that if something feels good, it's probably a setup. That was the real you, not the sweet, funny persona you flashed on camera. Just a selfish, image-obsessed coward who cared more about looking good than being good. You couldn't even stay in the same room as your own consequences because accountability doesn't get likes, right? That was a bar right there. I'm not even going to lie with you. That was a bar. That was a bar. She was cooking. She probably used ChatGPT for that. But that's crazy though. She says he's a selfish, image-obsessed coward who cared more about looking good than being good. Yeah. What the hell? I got a notification on TikTok. That's what's up. I spent so long asking what was wrong with me, wondering how I could show up with my whole heart and still not be enough, trying to be softer, quieter, easier to love. But the truth is, I was never asking for too much. I just kept pouring into someone who never planned to give anything back. I mean, if I'm being quite honest, this is coming from someone who has like relationship experience. Kind of doing too much, just a little bit, because you knew what the deal was. I wonder what her sign is. Somebody comment down below what you think her sign is. Let's play that game. And if you cringe, then that's on you, okay? That is completely on you. I just want to know what her sign is, Just comment down below when you watch this video. Or if you're in the stream, like Asuka is. You said she a Virgo? I don't know. I've never experienced any Virgo women besides my sister, but not like that, Alabama. Y'all don't get excited because we're not on that type of time. But I don't know. We gotta find out though. Let's see. You knew how badly I wanted to be loved, so you breadcrumbed just enough affection to keep me hoping, then called me crazy for wanting more. You said August Virgos are the devil? Shit, I don't know nothing about it. And still, I gave you the benefit of the doubt every time. I let your excuses rewrite the truth, just so it would hurt a little less. I held your chaos like it was love. Oh my God, why do I keep clicking? Stop clicking. I held your chaos like it was love. Because that's all you've... Fuck. Because that's all you ever offered. Your penis. See, I couldn't even say it right because I'm going to cut it down on the regular video. I kept handing you chances. I kept trying to make sense of the hurt. Kept believing maybe there was something good in you worth holding on to. That part's on me. But everything after that, that's all on you. This was just the beginning. Part 2 comes late tonight, and it only gets heavier. Oh, God. That was 35 slides. We have to do one more. Damn, she breaking out like millions, though. She getting her little clout, but she only got like 17K followers off of this. That's crazy. Part 2, where it gets worse. Can I just mute this? There we go. All right. And then came the Xbox messages. Let me get some water. Hold on. I feel like I'm like kind of chappy. You said she either August Virgo or February Pisces. Shit, probably a February Pisces, you know. Not that there's anything wrong with Pisces. My girl gonna watch this. She gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Bro, shut up, man. This is content." Oh my God, the uncut version of this is gonna be so ignorant. You said you a Scorpio? Shit, shout out to Scorpios. Same here. That's why I'm like, man, Corey, he just playing a little bit of future. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got this little brim hat on. You know, he ain't got no locks, but shit, we'll Photoshop it. All right, and then came the Xbox messages. It wasn't even what you said. It was how casually you said it. Like nothing you'd done had ever left a scar. Like he hadn't already shattered me once and just gotten bored. All right, so this is the messages. Let's see. CoryXKenshin So offline. And a ninja. At 10:21 a.m. Okay, so what's up? Corey, you still seeing someone? Panda, why do you ask? Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Panda, why do you ask? Corey, because I'm trying to fuck your life up some more. Panda, what? Corey, that was a joke. Jeez. LOL. I was just asking. Panda Ninja, never heard you curse before. Upside down smiley face. That's why it threw me off. He said these messages are so fake. Yeah, I'm like, stop the cap. Like it was funny. Like it was cute. As if the pain you caused the first time wasn't real. The confusion, the trauma, the fucking aftermath. All just a joke now that you were bored again. Damn it, I gotta redo that. All just a joke now that you were bored again. My chest locked up. I wasn't even surprised. Just furious you still had the audacity to crawl back like you were. Shit. I don't like the way that she types. Like, you feel me? Like, why did she like why did she make another paragraph? Oh my goodness. My chest locked up. I wasn't even surprised. Just fears you still had the audacity to crawl back in like you were welcome. Like I'd let you ruin me again for your own entertainment. You see, I swear to God, her Pisces or a Virgo? Shit, probably. Man. I don't know. She needs to go back on some Ritalin or something. Like, get some phonics. Learn how to put like a comma or something, man. Like, shit pissing me off, low key. I'm sorry, audience. It's just, if you're listening to this and like, I keep stopping because this is like the raw version, just understand that when you look at the video, you'll understand like how she typed this shit. This shit is so stupid. You didn't come back to make things right. You came back because fucking with me made you feel powerful. because you knew I used to let you in, because you counted on the damage you did to keep me soft. What kind of soft you talking about? Because you thought I'd be too broken to bite back. Ooh, feisty. CoryXKenshin at 10:46 a.m. Because I wanted you. Panda. Wanted me how? Cory. Like how I've had you. Panda. Like in a relationship type of way or something else? Cory. Like something else. Panda. That's kind of messed up. I wasn't a toy. Cory. I know that. I wasn't just about to message you after a year and ask you to be my girlfriend. Now, if you're listening to this video, she changed her profile picture. It's kind of odd, especially if these happen like in the same time that, the last messages shown happened. So that's weird. You should just understand some of these females making females look crazy. Yeah, I got a story time after this. Let's see. So those messages were at 10:58. They ended at 10:50 a.m. So those messages ended at 10:50 a.m. Now we're looking at 10:52 a.m. And she changed her photo again. Like, did you just decide that after the last 10 minutes you wanted a new profile picture? I'm sorry, not even a new profile picture. The old profile picture. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, 10:52 a.m. But I guess I was just a good fuck for you. This is Panda talking. Cory now. When you said relationship, I thought you meant I was just going to ask you out. Panda. Nah. Cory. I mean, you were. But that's not all you were. Anyway, doesn't matter. You're with someone. Panda. That's how it felt at the time. Even if I wasn't, I wouldn't have let you again. And when I did that with you, it's something I just don't do with anyone. Cory. You wouldn't have let me fuck again? LOL. Panda. No, I wouldn't. Cory. I'm glad. I'm the same. I don't fuck anymore. Double bummer. This don't even sound like Cory talking, by the way. This sounds like some Reddit dude, like some incel. Some dude that don't be getting no coochie, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, parents. Hey, it is what it is. There goes some of the ads. At least on this video. All right. Panda. The difference between you and I, though, is that I don't do it with you. Excuse me. The difference between you and I is that I wish you would put a fucking period. Put a period. Put a period. Or like a comma. Shit pissing me off. Like, learn how to write, girl. Damn. You said she got catfish. Nah, we gonna dive deeper inside of this because this is ridiculous. She done changed her damn profile picture again. Oh, never mind. No, she didn't. That's the same one. Shit throwing me off, man. The difference between you and I, though, is that I don't do that. I don't do it with just anyone because I was sexually abused. I'm not saying that for you to feel bad or whatever, but for you to understand. Cory, I know. You told me that. I didn't know I got lumped into the category with the person that did that. Damn, my tongue just decided not to work at that point. It's crazy. PandaNinja. Because I was being used for... Come on. Because I was being used for that. I guess that time when you told me how you felt was not real too. Do you hear yourself? You knew I survived SA. You knew how hard it was to feel safe in my own body. And you used that as leverage. Just to remind me how far you'd gotten. Threw it in my face like I should be flattered. You didn't want me. You wanted access. The version of me who froze when things felt wrong. Who kept forgiving you because I thought love was supposed to hurt. When I pushed back, you got defensive. I don't know why I'm lumped into that category. Fuck you. You put yourself there. Hey, she going off, man. You crossed lines you had no right to, and you knew exactly what you were doing. Then you tried to backpedal, like everything could be undone if you called it a mistake. But it wasn't a mistake. I'm sorry, but it wasn't a mistake. It was you being you. We go Joburg? Like, damn. Go Joburg? And then she changed her little profile picture again. CoryXKenshin 2. CoryXKenshin 2. 11:01 a.m. Backpedal. You never asked for sex. I need to make sure you understand that. I loved you. Like I said, I didn't have my shit together. Panda, you loved me? How is that possible? Oh my God. Then you had the nerve to say, I loved you back then. I just didn't have my shit together. Really? You had the money, the platform, the fans, the house, the car, everything. You had every tool to be a decent human being, and you still chose to be careless with someone you claim to love. I didn't have my shit together either, but I still showed up with heart, with honesty, with care. I never used my chaos as excuse to, I never used my chaos as an excuse to mind fuck someone else. All right. But I guess empathy doesn't hit the same when you, no, But I guess empathy doesn't hit the same when the mirror is not pointed at you. Because if someone can say, I loved you after they've already destroyed you, what the fuck does love even mean? And if anyone else is reading this, I want you to really ask yourself something. How would you feel? Would you keep making excuses for him? Would you still tell yourself it wasn't that bad? Because I did. I did for a long time. I held in everything while they held him up. You know, there was a time I was, talking to somebody and shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel Panda in this part. Like, I understand. I was talking to somebody, you know what I'm saying, and they was being on some bullshit. They wasn't trying to mess with me, but they was trying to keep me close. And you know what I told them? I said, nah, not no more. I'm done with this game. Peace out. Ain't nothing you gonna do to bring me back there either. And that was the end of it. You should have did that, Panda, if you're listening to this or watching this. You should have did that. Because crashing out on the internet after this man has 22 million subscribers, it just doesn't make any sense to me personally. Especially if it happened 5-8 years ago. We don't really know the timeline because you being very vague, but it's okay. This shit happened a long ass time ago. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Like me personally. Because I think that actually, if I'm being quite honest, there has been a chick out there who I kind of did the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Was messing with her. Then one time I was like, I don't really want to mess with her no more. And we parted ways. No bad blood, hopefully, but it doesn't really matter at this point, And these years have gone by. It's time to grow up. Instead of doing this, she could have got a bag. But no, you're crashing out on the internet. Now, we're not even like all the way done with part 2, so we got to keep on going. That was just my 2 cents, though. What makes it worse is how many people still praise you. How many don't know who you really are. How many built their platforms just by orbiting yours. Hey, shout out to me. Wesley Infinity / Otis Oni TV. And while all of that was happening, something else started happening to me. What would you do if the nurse called your name at the moment you sat down, the world stopped making sense? TNBC, stage 3A, aggressive. What the hell is TNBC? Just fucking clown off of my thing. Let's see. TNBC. Triple negative breast cancer. It's a type of breast cancer that lacks receptors for estrogen, progesterone, progesterone, and HER2, making it challenging form. Excuse me. TNBC, or triple negative breast cancer, is a type of breast cancer that lacks receptors for estrogen, progesterone. Fuck, I don't know how to say that stuff automatically. Let me sound it out because I was hooked on phonics as a child. Progesters. Let me just use like the tools that we have available. Come on, where's damn, how to say, like, come on, bro. Let's see, sound it out.
Progesterone.
Got you. TNBC, or triple negative breast cancer, is a type of breast cancer that lacks receptors or for estrogen, progesterone, and HER, making it a challenging form to treat. It tends to be more aggressive and has fewer treatment options compared to other breast cancer types. Okay, so let's see. Negative for estrogen and progesterone receptors. This means that hormones like estrogen and progesterone, which normally fuel some breast cancers, do not promote the growth of TNBC. I don't understand what this does besides, like, you know, be kind of ill. But let's check it out real quick, just for the long-term video. TNBC tends to be more aggressive and spreads more quickly than other breast cancer types. That's crazy. Disproportionately affects younger women with black women, including those with, oh wow, okay, so damn, just attacking black people. That's fucking great. All right, let's see. TNBC lacks the receptors targeted for many breast cancer treatments. Treatment like release. Okay, but like, what do you lose? Like, do you lose your milk or something? In summary, TNBC is challenging type of breast cancer, limited treatment, about to do like that. What happens though? What happens? Like, lack receptors. Okay. Hey, what's up, love for Killian? Appreciate you following. Say, tell me what you think. What does this do though? Like, is it just, what's the fate? Okay, let's see. TNBC grows, likely have spread at the time it's found, and is more likely to come back after treatment. Like, do people die? Okay. For cancer that has spread in nearly lymph nodes. Oh, okay, cool. Triple negative breast cancer survival rate and prognosis. For cancer that has spread into nearby lymph nodes or nearby areas, the 5-year survival rate is 65%. For cancer that has spread further to the body, such as into the bones, lungs, and liver, survival is 12%. Fuck. That's crazy. If caught early, doctors may be able to put TNBC in remission and aggressive treatments. Okay. Wow. Well, yeah. So, you know, it's stage 3 aggressive though. You're staring at the doctor's mouth, but the sound's already gone. Hold on, we gotta go back. You're staring at the doctor's mouth, but the sound's already gone. You said, "Can you join? Can you join the stream?" What are you saying? Boy, I'm doing a video. We're not doing all that right now, brother. We're not doing all that. I don't even know how to do that right now. I don't know. You're staring at the doctor's mouth, but the sound's already gone. No tears, just shock, like your soul stepped out of your body and left you alone to hold the news. Heart slamming against your ribs, tunnel vision. Hey, no sweat, bro. Like, we just not doing that right now. You feel me? It's all good though. Come vibe. We checking this shit out. Thoughts collapsing under words like chemo, mastectomy, radiation. And outside, the pandemic makes sure no one's there to catch you. That's crazy. You're isolated, terrified, too stunned to tell more than a handful of people because you barely believe it yourself. You walk out knowing your life just shattered, yet somehow you still have to keep walking. Sound like you was having a panic attack. That's what it sounds like she was having, if I'm being just quite honest. I reached out to people, not for comfort, but for closure. Because when you've survived trauma like mine, and you're forced to face the possibility that your story could end early, almost say early, you do what feels right for your soul, whether anyone else understands it or not. And that's why you use the rose. Okay, I need to stop with the rose. So I reached out to you. I didn't reach out because I was weak. I did it because if my time was up, I wasn't taking your unfinished damage with me. And what did you say? That was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever, LOL. Read that again. Man, okay, we got to go to a segment where, here's how you really crash out. You leak the number. Nah, you don't dox them. Don't dox them. We're not promoting that. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Listen, go ahead and put me in jail. Okay. No, what you do is, you show the message, the full message. Because if you're actually just listening to this, she didn't show the full message at all. She only showed that was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever, LOL. Like, let us know what you said. Why are you being like, he could have been talking about his mom's cancer out of context? No, she was talking about hers. But it's like, oh, you say he could have been? Like, okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. My bad. Yeah, that's so weird. That wasn't just cold. It was fucking cruel. It hit harder than the diagnosis itself. If that kind of cruelty comes easily, were they ever human at all? Damn, she said, damn. She said he's the monster that we make. Hey, come on, give it to me. Could just not be Cory. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's really sitting here doing this like mystique act. Like, oh God. I lived. And when I came out the other side, I wasn't alone. I was held by people who loved me with no agenda. That's what healing looks like. That's what love actually is. That was the moment I realized who you really were. That was the moment. You knew my fucking story. You knew I'd already been through hell. You watched your own mother go through it. Why she bringing moms into it? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, you ain't got to put his business out there. Because I'm a new samurai. Like, I started watching Detective Inactivity. TikTok, get off my fucking dick, bro. Motherfuckers think it's inactivity because I'm just talking. Man. You said still no proof? Oh, yeah, we're going to get to it. But yeah, why she bring in a mama, though? That's crazy. Like, you ain't got to do all that, bro. She didn't have to do all this at all. You saw what it did to your own family. You felt what the word means. You felt what that word means. The fear, the fight, the way it rips everything apart. And you said it anyway. So what the fuck was your excuse? No questions, no compassion, just a joke. The killing joke. Let me stop. Because anyone who can witness your pain and feel absolutely nothing was never someone with a soul to begin with. Heartless. Like my tattoo. Even after I cut the cord, I couldn't breathe. Because you weren't just a person I left behind. You were a name the internet wouldn't let me forget. You were still everyone's favorite post. And no one knew what it cost me. Your fans kept showing up in my DMs acting like they had insight. They didn't know a damn thing. You said, but Cory always said when things happen like that, he always denies the possibility that they could. Yeah, that's what I'm like. It just don't make no sense. And of course there was N. Who the fuck is N? And bitch, are you light yagging me? She found me through your Xbox friends list. checked my profile, saw my IG in the bio, and followed me. Sorry, TikTok was sending me another notification. So he doesn't like to think about the chance of them unaliving. I don't want to think about the chance of anybody unaliving either. Like, I've had a family member unalive themselves, you know, it was kind of crazy. So it's just like, what is this girl on here like yapping about? Like, why aren't you giving us the proof? There is no pudding here. It's only milk, you know, like, but I didn't know that yet. Just another gamer sliding in. Nothing strange at first. Then one day, she posted you in her IG stories, and something in me paused. Part 3 comes next. Oh, brother. All right, guys, we have part 3. Let's see. So I asked, "Oh, you're a fan of Cory?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm not." She followed up with, "Why?" It came up like a curious question, like maybe she knew more than she was letting on. But I wasn't about to assume. Because you know what happens when you assume? You make an ass out of you and me, Cory. She didn't write that part. Hey, I listen. You know, I be freestyling sometimes. So I kept it short. We dated, but it didn't work out. I didn't realize how she even found me until later. After that post in our conversation, something felt off. So I did some digging and saw she was following you on Xbox. That's when it clicked. She must have found me through Xbox. I don't know how many others she did that with. At the time, she hadn't done anything weird. She seemed nice. Just another follower showing support. We had light conversations, nothing alarming. She liked some posts. She messaged, fuck. She liked some posts, messages here and there. And when you're a creator, that kind of thing happens all the time. So I didn't overthink it. But the vibe was off. Like she was watching more than connecting. I didn't have proof, just a gut feeling. And I should have listened to it. Then anonymous IG accounts show up. They started calling her out directly. At first, the way they worded it made it sound like I was part of the problem too. That wasn't the case. I messaged them directly to clear it up. I thought she was going to show an IG post. An IG message, but she didn't. They listened. They removed the part about me. That's when they clarified. They weren't trying to comfort me. They were trying to warn me. They were calling in out. Who the fuck is in? Like, I'm not following this. I'm sorry, listener. I'm just not at this point. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's like Love for Killian said. She's chatting. They didn't have my full story, but they knew enough to see what. Excuse me. They didn't have my full story, but they knew enough to see that you weren't good to me, and somehow In knew too. Before she even ever interacted with me, she didn't write this right. Before she ever even interacted with me, that's when things started to click. Because this wasn't new. Because this wasn't new behavior. In had done this before. Turns out she had a reputation in your space. Though I didn't know that then. I was still assuming someone, especially you, might step in and shut the chaos down. The account eventually explained their full intent. They wanted the truth out. About you. Mostly. But also about In. For the cruel, manipulative shit she was doing in your community. Inserting herself into the lives of the woman you were connected to. Digging. Meddling. Then twisting things. In messaged you directly. Tried to paint her own version of the story. Tried to paint her own version of the story. One where I was the problem. And you were aware of what was happening. But you never asked me what was going on. Never checked in. Never even questioned why your name was suddenly tangled in quiet drama. You just watched it unfold like it had nothing to do with you. And not long after that, one of your close friends, Brandon, someone who had never acknowledged me, suddenly started watching my IG stories like clockwork. Like he was assigned. Like you were waiting to see if I'd finally speak. Damn. She's talking about this man like he a kingpin or something. Like he Suge Knight. She said, hey, you got some minions that have been watching my story. And I'm bringing that shit to light. Girl, this is... this is crazy. Oh my God. This sounds like some chat GPT shit, you know? Bro, he doesn't assign his friends to watch stories. That's what I'm saying. Like, dudes don't do that type of shit. Listen, girls, if you're a woman or a girl listening to this, I don't actually, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know like if dudes are doing this or if dudes are not doing this at this day and age, because a lot of guys are doing things that are just unspeakable these days. Like things that me growing up that I probably wouldn't do and still wouldn't do just because I love my peace. There's a lot of guys out here that are doing that. And if you are a guy that's doing that, like watching IG stories and, you know, stalking and things like that, stalking girls that like, you know, aren't your own, like, I'm just letting you know that's not the way to do things. You feel me? Like if you're trying to be like cool and nonchalant, then just be cool and nonchalant until you get the girl. And then once you get the girl, then you can become an American Psycho. No, I'm just kidding. Once you get the girl, then you can, you know, be as much of a pervert as she allows you to be, you know? You can check in on her and see what's up. Because she's probably doing the same thing to you, because that's what girls do. So, yeah. Excuse me. Let's continue this. Bang Bang Brandon. Okay. No apology, no courage. Oh yeah, sorry, listener. If you're not like looking at this, she basically has an IG story little screen picked up. You know, when you look at your IG story, you see how many people look at your story. Yeah, she has it circled on Bang Bang Brandon. Who is Bang Bang Brandon? Let's look this up. Bang Bang. Let me take this off the screen real quick while I'm streaming, just to make sure nothing like weird comes up. Let's see. So this is Bang Bang Brandon. Oh, it's him, Corey, Poise, and I don't know who this other guy is in Tokyo. Cool. I remember those stories. This was like, I think this was after Corey went to DreamCon or before he did. I think it was before he went to DreamCon, because that was the same year me and my girlfriend went to DreamCon. What a time. What a time. Bang Bang Brandon. I've never heard of this guy, though. Should I tap in? Let me know, chat. I might just tap in on my free time, even if you say so or not, but... Okay, you play Hawkeye? Well, I'm not going to play that music because it's copyright and I want all the money that comes from this video. Okay, he's a Hawkeye main. Nice, nice. Cool, cool, cool. Is he live on Twitch right now? Let's see, we're going to go on a side quest real quick, guys. Let's see. Side quest. He said Brandon is his college friend. Gotcha. Bro, VTubers, let's talk about some stuff real quick. VTubers really just be having their titties out. Like, this is crazy, man. It's just boobalicious. They know what they doing, bro.
Oh my god, if I ever do a song for any game.
Oh, this is that one chick, Iron Mouse. Shout out to Iron Mouse. What is she playing? Blue Archive? Shout out to the otakus. All right. You say he's not a big content creator? Yeah, he only got like 5K followers on Twitch. This man is not in his bag. No offense to you, Brandon. I'm just saying, bro.
On WhatsApp, your personal messages
Motherfucker hit me with a goddamn ad.
Can't read them,
I'm not mad at it, Brandon. I'm not mad at it. Get your bag, brother. Get your bag.
hear them.
We're gonna check this out for a second though. Hold on. Bang bang Brandon. Let's see. Like, what does he sound like? Oh, he's playing music. There we go. I like to hear like he's not live right now. This is a replay. I like to hear like how people sound. If that's kind of weird, and it is what it is, but I like to hear like how people sound when they talk. What's up, Asuka? Appreciate you pulling back up on that gas.
I can't even comprehend what is happening right now.
Hey, I'm glad he doesn't sound weird, you know? That's crazy to say, low key. Yeah, we still reading this mug. Let's see. And looking back, I'm grateful. Because of that, I met the others. The other women you heard. One by one, I got introduced to more of them. Women with stories. Women with messages that they never sent. Yeah, we're on part 3 right now. Low-key, I'm about to turn my AC on because it's starting to get a little steamy in here. I'll be right back. Hold on, you're shaking. Excuse me. Let me go back and forth. The other women you heard. One by one, I got introduced to more of them. Women with stories. Women with messages they never sent. Women who saw the same patterns. Damn, she's saying this man was out there just booyaka, 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 booyaka. The same affection when it benefited you. The same withdrawal when emotions got real. Blame always shifted onto the other person. For the first time in a long time, the weight I've been dragging along, dragging alone didn't feel so heavy anymore. I had a burp. Can I bless you for school on Cash App? I can't even bless myself with a McChicken right now, bro. We weren't alone, and we weren't broken. Just convinced me we were. That's crazy. Oh, damn, I missed the whole thing. For the first time in a long time, the weight I've been dragging alone didn't feel so heavy anymore. We weren't alone, and we weren't broken. Just convinced we were. They stayed quiet, like I did, because they didn't think their voice would matter, because it's easier to carry the pain than to explain it. But pain doesn't need permission to be real. Maybe I was meant to be the one to speak until they're ready to. You see, Let me see. Damn it. Hold on, let me find out where I was at. Shit. Let's calling in out. Insert herself to the lives. Yeah, she really tweaking right now. You said, what's my take on it? I'll give it in a second. She already low-key's been saying some stuff earlier. Check out the video if you want to see the full stream when it gets uploaded and shit. Let me see. All right, we back to where we at. They are not alone. Wait, did I miss something? Hold on. Okay, yeah. They stayed quiet, just like I did, because they didn't think their voice would matter. Because it's easier to carry the pain than to explain it. But pain doesn't need permission to be real. Maybe I was meant to be the one to speak until they're ready to. They are not alone, because everyone deserves that moment. The one where it's safe to excel, to feel seen, to be heard, to remember they're real. This is my story to tell, and theirs to protect until they're ready. Why speak now? As if timing ever made truth more comfortable? Because I was tired of living like your name held more weight than my voice. Tired of wondering if speaking would get me heard. Excuse me. They're not alone. Aliens. Tired of wondering if speaking would get me hurt or destroyed. Afraid that the second I said your name, people would stop seeing me and start labeling. That the world would care more about protecting your reputation than hearing what you did. While everything I am, everything I built, risks being overshadowed by you. Why she talking like she's Shakespeare? I don't know. She doing a lot of yapping though. Like I said this earlier in the video. This could have been a text message. Oh my god. This is probably like one of the weakest crash outs I have ever experienced on my time on the internet. And it's been probably at least, I would say probably 17 years on the internet. I have never seen no shit like this before. This is one of the weakest, and I mean the weakest, exposed stories ever. And the way that she wrote everything is in a way where it's like, damn, he really did something super terrible. Like, if I was probably 50 points shorter of an IQ, if I had like 50 points shorter of an IQ score than I do right now, I would definitely believe that he did something crazy if I was reading this right now. But the way that she wrote everything, one, was very dramatic, especially for being like a 27 to 32-year-old woman. And two, the evidence that she presented just doesn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. You didn't show any pictures. You only showed one video of him saying some perverted shit to you while you guys were dating. And then it looks like you fabricated like 3 of the messages because you switched your profile picture in the span of less than 15 minutes of messaging each other. That just doesn't make any sense. You say you on your Tyler Durden movement, he would never act like this female. Hey, women are called women. No, I feel you. I mean, I guess you could say it because you are a woman, so you know. Hey, yeah. I guess like that's y'all version, like calling, like, I don't know. We just not gonna say it for the sake of the video. I said, don't know why she didn't just text him like a normal adult. That's what I'm saying. She should have just boom. What did Cardi say? When she get angry, she like to text hard. This is so stupid, bro. Some people have told me to stay quiet, thinking it would protect me. That kind of protection still hurt because it made me feel like the world wasn't ready to hear the truth. And maybe it still isn't. Maybe they'll still side with you. But I'd rather be hated for telling the truth than stay silent to protect your comfort or the denial. This was never about revenge. This is about accountability. You wore kindness in public and cruelty in private, and silence helped you get away with both. I'm done swallowing my story so you can keep your fake reputation intact. Swallowing my story is a crazy sentence. You said when you first heard about it, you thought Cory did some crazy shit. Oh God, like my girlfriend like woke me up and she was like, yo, like look at this shit. You hear about Cory? And I was like, Cory? Oh hell no. Let me grab them cheeks real quick. Oh shit. Why didn't I leave? Because fuck, I was human. Because I wanted to believe he wasn't as cold as he acted. Because part of me thought love meant fighting through the worst. People love to ask, why didn't you just leave? Like they've never clung to the wrong person out of hope. Like they've never swallowed their own voice just to keep the peace. Hey, I feel you. You spitting right here. You spitting. I know we all feel like this at one point, but yeah, crashing out like this is crazy. Fuck, man. I lost the page again. Hold on. Wait a second. I don't like... Oh. Oh damn, it's not gonna like click like that. Damn. Okay, hold on. We almost done with it. We almost done. Hey, the raw video just gonna be the raw video. You know, it is what it is. After 10 years, it's crazy. It is crazy. You said he's not manipulative. I mean, he did kind of manipulate her a little bit, you know, with the love bombing and shit and the gifts and all that stuff. But like, that's only like the lens that we currently see. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have been love bombing her in the beginning, and then like shit just wasn't working out. And he was like, you know what? Nah. You said it was one gift. I mean, it was a plethora of gifts. Like, it was okay. Technically, yeah, it was like one gift basket. He said, to be honest, he was young in his 20s. For real, like that's the whole thing. Like, he was in his 20s. He was getting his motion and shit, and she was probably dealing with a lot of shit, and he couldn't take it. You know, like, that's just the logical part coming from me. Like, I'm not dismissing like how she feels. Like, I don't want people to ever feel like they getting their feelings dismissed. But if we're being like logical in this sense, like, that dude was young as hell, and you had a lot of shit going on, and he probably was like, you know what, I'm not really trying to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? He said they both was probably not in the right mind state. Yeah. Especially like if she's taking it this far, like years later and stuff. Like, I get it. He probably was like, yeah, you know, I fuck with you heavily. But, you know, like, and this is just gonna be some game for like anybody who like isn't really like, you know, don't be doing it like that. You feel me? If you messing with somebody like in that close, intimate way where y'all like, you know, smacking bellies together and shit, that is such a crazy term. But if you together with somebody and y'all smacking bellies and like y'all energy just doesn't really like connect, one of y'all gonna call it off eventually. And that's probably what happened. You said she contradicted herself too many times today. Yeah, we're gonna get into the video. I'm gonna look at the live for Alpha X Alpha for the raw video. But yeah, this is insane. They never asked, why did you make it so hard? That's what she said. Okay. Why did he keep coming back just enough to confuse me? Why did he never let me go, but never fully chose me either? Why did you keep giving him coochie? If you knew what the deal was, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, no means no. Like, you could say, nah, I'm not feeling it and shit. You know, you're not feeling it. It's all good. That's how you really get rid of a fuck boy. You like, listen, I'm not giving you nothing no more. And then boom, it's like he out of there. You ain't got to deal with that shit. You got your answer. You ain't got to keep going back and forth. You just like, shit. If you're not trying to give me no coochie right now and we not really together, why the fuck would I stay here? It goes for chicks too. Chicks be like, listen, if you're not trying to give me no penis, then shit, fuck it. I'm about to go get somebody else's penis. Like, it's that simple. Somebody gonna take that out of context one day. I'm already seeing it, and it's gonna be so. Oh, God. I'm freestyling this shit. But that's just some real ass shit though. Like, that's just how the whole single dating sphere is and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, it is what it is. Let's continue. I didn't stay because I was weak. I stayed because I wanted that penis. Let me stop. I stayed because I wanted to believe it would get better. Because I forgot what I was worth. Because I didn't know how much damage had been done. Because when you're constantly made to feel like you're the issue, you start believing pain is what you deserve. But I'm not that girl anymore. Even soft girls snap when they've had enough. Ooh, talk to him, queen. And I fucking had enough. You said you guess that Cory wasn't that close to God like he is now. Shit, he was probably still like in his phase, but like, you know, like, even if you godly, like, just because you a Christian don't mean you can't get no coochie. Like, let's be honest, bro. Like, a lot of pastors, they be behind the booth with all the other little choir people having some orgies and shit. Like, let's not try to, you know what I'm saying, be like, oh, if you a Christian, you supposed to be, you know, doing it wrong with it. Nah, bro, at least he a Christian too, and he still be smoking a vine, cracking cheeks. This ain't glazing. This just, you know, facts. You feel me? He a celebrity. You know, like, and Corey probably doing the same thing. He just not on the internet about it. You feel me? And not very open. But if you watch his videos, he be talking about some shit. Okay, he probably Ryan Coogler eating the cat. You feel me? Like, shit. Like, if I'm being quite honest, and I'm gonna get on like a small tangent too. Damn, this video an hour and 16 minutes long. I'm gonna get on a small tangent though. Religion is just a way to make people feel better about what they're doing, if I'm being quite honest. You feel me? I mean, it is a spiritual practice. It's just like a different type of spell. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has their different spells and witchcraft and shit, and they believe in their like different like entities and like their versions of the same entity. But it's just another way to label yourself. If I'm being quite honest, it's another walk of life, and it's a different type of magic. It's like Full Metal Alchemist, or like that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Like, everybody got their own little sections. That's religion. You know? That's how I like shape it and shit. Me personally, I'm just with the universe. It's me and the cosmos. You feel me? Like, that be my guy, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'll be like, yeah, listen, bro, am I supposed to do this? They be like, go ahead and put some thunder and shit, and we gonna give you some confirmation. And then that's how they do it. That's how I know I'm supposed to be on my path. And I'd be like clairvoyant sometimes too. But let's get back to the reading. I didn't stay because I was weak. Oh yeah, I already read this part. All right, let's see. And behind all of that, life was fucking heavy. I was dragging pain nobody could see. Trying to survive shit I couldn't even name. Let's get one thing straight. I didn't write this for you to believe me. I'm not here to ruin him. I'm not asking you to pick sides. I'm asking you to sit with me. Excuse me. I'm asking you to sit with the truth, even if it makes you sick. He hurt people. He manipulated, discarded, and walked away clean every time. I'm not the first, and I won't be the last unless someone finally says something. I didn't speak up for years, not because I had nothing to say, but because I knew how this world treats women who speak against men with status. I read that hella wrong. Because I knew how this world treats women who speak against men with status. I knew I'd be labeled bitter, jealous, unstable. I knew his fans would tear me down. I hate the way she wrote this shit. I knew his fans would tear me down before they ever tried to understand me. Because I knew people would stop seeing me and only see who I was connected to. We don't even know you. You don't know me. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know him either. You know the version he shows you, the one you want to believe. Yeah, that's his job. Like, he doesn't want y'all in his business. That's how everybody should be. Y'all don't know all my business. You know what I'm saying? If she wasn't trying to ruin him, what was the point of this? That's what I'm saying. Like, what was the fucking point of saying this? You wanted to bring out some truth? Truth about what? That he busted one and left? Like, come on, bro. Like, it happens to people. It happened to you, me, shit, probably my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. That's how the game goes sometimes. Shit, toughen up. God damn. She acting like the nigga did something crazy. And all he did was have a little Future moment. He's probably listening to Codeine Crazy for a little bit. Shit, I did sometimes. I have my toxic moments sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's how the game goes. She literally contradicted herself on the live stream. Oh yeah, we're gonna check that out in a second. That's crazy. So if you want to, excuse me. Oh God, I forgot what I'm talking. You don't know me, but you don't know him either. You know the version he shows you, the one you want to believe. You weren't there. I was. So if you want to excuse him, go ahead. But own what you're defending, because now you're part of it. You're not defending a good man. You're defending a mask. You can side with him. Just don't act surprised when more stories surface. You've been warned. Oh, she giving us a warning. She trying to be like a Silver Surfer and shit. Talking about some Galactus that's coming. He didn't just hurt me. He hurt many. Your loyalty to him doesn't make you brave. It makes you blind. Damn, it took almost an hour to read this. It took over an hour to read this. This is how crazy this shit is. Like, she literally made a novel. I'm getting my reading in for the day doing this. To the girl still watching him with hearts in your eyes, thinking you'd be the exception because you're different, prettier, more understanding, more his type, you won't be. He doesn't need a better woman. He needs to become a better man, and he won't. You could be stunning, soft, loyal, everything he claims he wants, and still it won't stop what's coming. I don't know about that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, my shorty's stoning, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I do anything for her, you feel me? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just, hey, the right look can change a man, you feel me? Because he doesn't just hurt people, he mentally chips away at them. He makes you question your worth, your memory, your tone, your reactions. That's not just bad communication. That's emotional and mental abuse. Now ask yourself this. Would he stay if things got real messy? What you talking about? Vulnerable? Human? Damn, she's talking that nasty shit. I'm just like, she's talking about that real shit, that real love. Hey, you know, hey, love is messy. Relationships, hey, it's a battle that both of y'all gotta fight together. You feel me? That's all I'm gonna say about it. Would he show up when there's nothing in it for him? Would he show up when there's nothing in it for him? Would he make you feel safe or just make sure he feels comfortable? Would he be there if your life fell apart tomorrow? You don't have to wait for proof. The red flags are already there. If you love yourself, leave now before you lose pieces of your mind, your heart, and your identity, trying to decode a man who is never meant to be held, Because no version of yourself, not the strongest, most beautiful, or most forgiving, can fix a man who's addicted to power over your soul. Find someone who doesn't destroy the people who love him. To those who looked up to him, I know your experience may be different. I know your experience may have been different. Some of you found comfort in his content, maybe even hoped you needed it most. Maybe even hope when you needed it the most. And I won't take that from you. You said a group of preteens just got on her about not showing all the proof on the live. You know what's funny? Alpha X Alpha is the one who did the live too. I was seeing it pop up and shit. Shout out to Alpha X Alpha, by the way. Like, very underrated Viner. I'm really like upset about what's going on with his life right now because he really deserves better. Hopefully, I'm not like, you know, biting myself in the ass saying that. But yeah, shout out to Alpha X Alpha though. You know, hope his situation gets a lot better because I hate to see a brother that's like super talented in comedy just, you know, not make it out of a bad situation and shit. That was like my most serious part in this entire channel. Hopefully. Let me knock on wood, you know what I'm saying? But if this changes how you see him, I'm sorry for what that takes from you. But I couldn't keep swallowing my pain just to protect the version of him the world wanted to believe in. Damn, it's still going. It's a lot, audio listener. This is a lot. I know not everyone will be ready to hear this. Some will deny it. Some will defend him. Some will twist it into something it's not because facing the truth is harder than holding on to the version they were shown. People will say what they want. They always do. I didn't write this for them. I wrote this because I was there. and they weren't. And that's the only difference that matters. No extra words, no permission, no apology, just truth. This whole reading took an hour and 25 minutes. And this is cut down, so I don't know how long it's going to be in this video, but or this audio, because I'm going to put this at the podcast because this is crazy. I'm gonna be quite honest. She didn't say a whole lot of nothing, because I know a lot of people can relate to this type of deal when it comes to dating people, but this could have been a text message, if I'm being quite honest. And if I'm also being 100% honest, if he didn't want to talk to you no more, then he just didn't want to talk to you anymore. Move on. You've been holding on to this for almost 10 years. That's unhealthy as hell. That's probably like more unhealthy than the parasocial kids that be on TikTok, if I'm being honest. So if anybody out there is listening to this or watching this, just understand that nobody gives a fuck at the end of the day. You said acting like ghosting is a crime. That's what I'm saying. I've been ghosted. Corey's been ghosted. You've been ghosted. Person that's watching this, person that's listening to this, like everybody's been ghosted before. But you being like 27, probably 28, probably in your 30s, talking about this shit is just not going to help anybody at all. You didn't even get any new followers off of this shit, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's weird. So, for my closing statement on this, damn, it's already 11:14. For my closing statement on this, bitch, you tripping. That's it. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Otis Oni. It looks like you made it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, do your due diligence. Also, drop down a comment, you know? Let me know what your favorite part about this video is. And let me know how you feel about the situation. I'm always open for your commentary. Also, if it's Friday, then go ahead, go over to the stream on Twitch. Friday Night Fridays, every Friday, 9 or 9:30 p.m. Central. But other than that, hope you enjoyed the video once again. And it's Otis Oni, and I'm outie. Peace.